Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. As you can see, this is not my next Lean to Shredded series video update. And I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but I have decided to stop, or as I would say, pull out on my contest prep season for my 2017 WMBF Worlds Prep. Not because, I'm too stressed out from dieting, not because I'm unmotivated, but I just have other priorities. And I mainly wanted to talk about in this video that changing your goals doesn't necessarily make you a failure. A lot of people are gonna say, well, you started it, you didn't finish, so it makes you a failure, you're not practicing what you preach and all that. And I guess to some extent that can be true, but when you take a step back, when people hear that sort of stuff, and I'm not trying to sound negative, but you really should not give a fuck what people have to say when it comes to your goals, your priorities, your aspirations, or any of that stuff. Granted, I totally care what your guys' opinion is on anything that I do, but at the end of the day, I care about my opinion the most. And that's just what this comes down to. I want to spend more time educating you guys on how to lift, how to train, how to diet, and obviously there's a ton of information and a ton of takeaway, a ton of value you guys can get from watching me go through a contest prep, especially if you guys have competitive goals. But where I currently am in my life in terms of fitness, business, work, I'm not in a place where I'm comfortable to successfully execute a prep the way that I want. So because of that, I'm not going to do it. Could I physically do it? Yeah, hell yeah. I love the grind. I live the grind. Look at my freaking channel, or my channel. Live the grind, right? I love this stuff, but I'm not in a current place where I can live the grind the way I want to. So I'm definitely gonna put it on hold for now, but contest prep isn't permanently over for me. It's just that it's not my priority right now. And I want to let you guys know that when it comes to anything in life, if you have goals, yeah, go after them. But in the midst of going after a goal, if you see another goal in terms of anything in life that seems to spark you more, seems to just make you tick that much more, and your base instinct is to go after it, don't give it a fucking second thought. Just do it. I'm not, And as much as I wanna educate you guys on the ups and downs of contest prep, when it comes to cardio, diet, and how to really push for that conditioning, I wasn't willing to do it at a time where it brought me more negative stress than it brought me positivity. So where I currently am at is I just want to be able to educate you guys. That sort of endeavor takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you in terms of everything, in terms of your energy, in terms of your mood, productivity at work, productivity outside of work, with family, relationships, all that stuff. So if you're not at a place in your life where you don't have a balance, don't force yourself to do it. You gotta look at the pros and the cons, and if it balances out, yeah, execute it, go all the way to the end. And for me, it didn't balance out in where I currently am in my life, and I'm not afraid to say that I didn't finish. I didn't follow through all of the way. And I just want you guys to know that it's okay to make a decision like that. I know a lot of you who've possibly tried to diet or compete or do anything have had instances where you've done that and you may feel like a failure, but you shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, if you want to look at it as a loss, at the end of the day, it's still your loss and no one else's, So it's like it's your L. So why the fuck should you care about what someone thinks about your L, your loss? It has nothing to do with them, It only has something to do with you. Moreover, I don't even consider this a loss. I consider it a win because, okay, for one, I learned more about my body. I learned more about how I respond to diet and cardio. I'm going to be able to educate more of my clients, more of you guys who are viewing me on how to successfully navigate that sort of complex, I would say, training, programming, diet, if you will. And I'm going to be able to give you guys that much more value in that category than I was able to do in the previous years, But as I said, that's not where my mind's at right now. I want to actually teach you guys how to build muscle and strength rather than learn how to maintain it, especially when you're natural, and get really, really, really ripped, you know, especially for competitive goals. I want to be able to have more of an outreach to the general public, not just people who are doing contest prep, and that's kind of what, I feel like that's kind of been my shortcomings of the last few years. I've only kind of really given out value and given out information to people who are competitive, people who want to compete, and I want to be able to help out a lot more of you, both you guys, people who want to compete and people who don't want to compete, people who just want to build a little bit of muscle, people who just want to lose a little bit of fat, people who want to get on stage and get super ripped, you know, people who want to build a ton of muscle, just be able to appeal to everybody. And I can do that much better when I'm in a healthy psychological mind state. And because I haven't been able to fully successfully do that, that's my priority. You know, I want to have more consistent uploads on this channel. I want to be able to answer more emails and get to every single one, you know, not because I'm getting home early, or I'm getting home late from training and I'm tired and I just want to go to bed. You know, that can wait. That can wait till I'm in a place where that's more feasible for me. Where I currently am, in terms of my full-time job and then having to train and balance nutrition, cardio and all that, it was a little bit too much for what I want to be able to do with you guys. So, oh yeah, this exercise right here, not to completely switch off, is a new exercise I've added to my routine. It's called a rope cable trap raise. I actually saw, I think his name is Jeff Cavalier from athlean-x doing this movement, because a big weakness on my physique is my upper trap area, and it doesn't appear so because I'm really lean here, but when you compare me near the average natural bodybuilder or the average pro level natural bodybuilder, it's definitely a weak point. Not in terms of shape or anything like that, in the amount of definition, but in terms of that thickness, that 3D look from the back. So this, amongst obviously other movements I'm putting in there, and also, as you can tell, because of the complete rotation in the shoulder, and it almost like ends at the position of an overhead press, it is extremely healthy for your shoulders. So this, combined with face pulls, which you guys are going to see me do after this exercise, are a definite recommendation of mine in terms of keeping your shoulders healthy and kind of getting that upper trap region. So yeah, totally add this to your routine. End of your shoulder day, end of your arm day, end of your upper body day. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. Just focus on things that are just the most important to you guys, and that's what I want to do with you. Making tutorials for you, more tutorials for you guys on how to squat, how to deadlift, Romanian deadlift. What do I think is better for overall hamstring development? What do I think is better for overall back thickness, back width? I mean, hell, what are my go-tos for building up my deltoids? What are my go-tos for building up my chest? Granted, my chest is a freaking weak point, so you're probably gonna be like, I'm not gonna listen to you when it comes to building up your chest. But things like that, just more actual, I wanna be able to give you guys more value in terms of educating you guys, not just kind of making workout videos for you guys to watch and just kind of, you know, putting some music behind it and it kind of just being generic. Sure, you know, it looks cool and really lean and you're seeing all these cool angles, cool music and all this stuff, but it's like, I'm trying to give you guys what I pretty much watch when I'm on YouTube or when I'm reading an ebook, or what the value that I try to get. It's education, you know? And in order for me to do that to the best of my ability, I need to be psychologically healthy. So that's what I want to do, you know? And I really wish you guys would just, you know, leave more comments, write more comments in terms of what you guys want to learn. If you guys want a video on nutrition, on how I dieted, or just what's an easy way to set up your nutrition, let me know. You know, I'll probably make it regardless. Or a body part that you want to bring up that you feel like is a standout body part on me, so you could be wondering what could he potentially be doing for that? What did he do for that in the past? I'll go over it, you know. Yeah, this is close to the end of my workout. I write down every single rep and every single set. I know a lot of people think that, you know, oh, you should know exactly what you're doing. If you don't, you're wasting time writing all that. No, fucking bullshit. You're not gonna remember every single set, every single rep, every single training mesocycle, macro cycle. You're not gonna remember every single one. You should be writing down all of your progress so you know what your total progressive overload is, your total tonnage per workout, so you can better gauge your recovery, better gauge when you're going to overreach, whether it's purposely or not purposely. Just keep track of everything, guys, you know, whether it's on a spreadsheet or whether you're writing it down, you know, or even if like you write down what you're doing every couple of workouts. Me, I do every single workout. And I notice it really helps me out, because as soon as I'm noticing I'm starting to overreach or getting a little bit too fatigued, I can just look at what I'm doing and my tonnage has gone up so much, I know I need to deload or back off on exercise or something of that nature. But yeah, guys, that's just kind of what I wanted to discuss in this video. I'm no longer in contest prep. I'm not mad about it. Any of you who have ever given up on a contest prep or anything you're doing to do something, but see, it's different when you just give up for the sake of giving up. But if you're giving up for the sake of doing something better or something more, then that's okay in my book. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will totally see you guys in the next one. Keep crushing your workouts.